Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, we have a huge announcement, or not an announcement, but just like a thank you. And we're kind of shocked, but welcome back. I think this is episode 44 of
Yeah,
CS Sports Talk. So, yeah, welcome back, everyone. And what we just wanted to say is we're shocked, honestly. Last week was our most viewed episode ever in our 46 episodes of CS Sports Talk, and it wasn't even close.
yeah, by a very good margin. I mean, we're approaching 500 views. We'll be probably 500 by the end of this week, which is just crazy to think. I mean, we don't do this for the views at all. Like that's not our motivation. Um, but I mean, it's just really cool to see people. I mean, 500 is not a ton to a lot of people, but for us, it's a pretty cool that 500 people clicked on our video. So
Definitely. I mean, so shout out Luke, he joined us last week, and then shout out college football. I guess people like when we talk about college football. So
yeah, we'll keep that in
unfortunately,
mind.
there's only one game this weekend, so we're not going to talk about that much today. All the high school football fan lovers, it's your last time. So all the haters, enjoy your one last night, and yeah, we're going to break down those games. We're going to talk about NFL. It's actually a solid day for NFL. Really good late window, but yeah, we'll get to it. But yeah, shout out Becco Kelly said that once we stop talking about college football, CS Sports Talk's not going to be the same, or high school football. So, you
True.
know. All right, so let's get started. All right, so here we are, CIF state champions, California. We're gonna start from the bottom. Great idea, Oliver. Shout out to the Balboa Buccaneers. Give it
Shout
up.
out, bro. The absolute abomination of Taft.
Yeah,
43-0 wasn't even close.
yeah.
Balboa is the 7A champs.
That was kind of the story of NorCal. The lower divisions was dominated by NorCal, and then we'll get to this, but the higher ones, I mean, all five that were at a neutral site were dominated by SoCal. So,
It's
yeah, good
facts.
for Taft or Balboa, not Taft. Not good for Taft.
Yeah, not good for Taft.
Balboa
Another
represented
bro
San
there.
Francisco.
Shout out Fall River Bulldogs, man. Same logo as Fresno State, Gonzaga,
Yeah, yeah.
Butler. Yeah.
Georgia. Dude, Fall River is in the middle of nowhere. If you look them up on maps, it is
NorCal?
in the middle of California, North California, like near Shasta. This place, it's elevation. I'm sure Moreau Bay, who came all the way there from like the beach, Huntington Beach, are just in shock. And after their 10-hour drive, I mean, Fall River, don't play with them. They only have 22 guys on their team too.
Whoa. Shout out Fall River, man. So
Salute.
this is the team
They're
that beat Aragon, I think, right?
Yeah, Aragon. So good for them. They're from I think Richmond, so they're pretty close by here. Big
Oh, yeah,
basketball.
they beat Aragon, yeah.
But they're doing well in football too. They beat Arlington.
Yeah.
So yeah, a little NorCal domination here, as you see. 3-0
Yeah.
so far.
Um,
Argonaut. They're from Jackson, California. If you ever have gone to Kirkwood ski resort,
Bro, that's just
um,
the Broncos look.
for all you skiers, it's on the way to Kirkwood, and it's just a small town in the middle of the near Tahoe, and they beat Quartz Hill, who's from like LA Compton area. So
Shout out Aragon, man. Good season for the boys.
very different like areas, Quartz Hill and Argonaut.
Yeah.
But shout out NorCal, it's still dominating 4-0 looks like.
There you go, man.
SHP, I've heard of
Bears.
them. 16
Yeah.
0 versus Regetti.
How was Rigetti better than you thought?
Their quarterback was actually solid, even though it looks like they didn't play very well with 0 points. But their quarterback, really accurate within 20 yards, but can't throw downfield, and that has to do with him being 5'6". But shout out to Gators D. They really balled out. I mean, it really is just a testament. But this team was 3-7 at one point, and
Yeah.
I mean when they lost to Hillsdale, we were 1-4, I believe. It was like kind of the down point of the season. And to now in state, pretty shocking. I mean, shout out Jack Harrell, really. I love that guy. We're gonna get him on like right here now. But Jack Harrell, one of the most hardworking guys I know, was 1-4, got benched, came back for the playoffs, went 5-0, and played amazingly. So shout out him, great guy.
Yeah, shout out Jack Carroll, man. And Sacred Heart just dominated this division.
Yeah, I think they proved this should be in D3. Yo, is this Jack Harrell speaking of CS Sports Talk?
What's up, Casey?
Yo, Jack Harrell, bro. Tell us about what it was like being 5-0 since regaining your starting spot, my man.
Um, those last couple weeks have definitely been an emotional ride. Learned a lot about perseverance and I guess just having faith that my time will come and that right things will happen in life. But I'm just very grateful to be a part of this great playoff run that we had after a very rough regular season.
Facts, bro. I believe like us losing at the start of the season is kind of what made us be able to persevere and go far this playoffs, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Built some character. We were super young. If we look from where we started to where we finished, I think we're a whole completely different team. And this is kind of like the team that we thought we would be towards the end, the expectations that we knew we would live up to. So I think you'd agree with that statement too. We had high expectations going into the season and didn't really get fulfilled in the postseason. Definitely, I think, started to go our way.
Yeah, and before we let you go, do you want to announce like a commitment to anywhere?
No, not yet. The time will come soon if all works out. Hopefully it does, but I'll make sure to keep CO Sports Talk updated. All right.
Facts. Follow him on Twitter.
Appreciate that, Jack.
Yes, sir. See you, boys.
See ya. There we go, boys. That's Jack Harrell, quarterback for Sacred Heart. So let's move on.
Yeah, man. San Marin Mustangs, baby. Beat Independence. They shout out San Marin, 14-1. Great season. Barely lost to Marin Catholic, bro.
Yeah, no, they were legit actually because MC's their one loss and they won state. So, and they barely lost. Yeah. So good for San Marin, actually. I think that would actually be a really good game. That's for San Marin right now.
Yeah, San Marin, you guys should play them.
And then the other Sacred Heart and the craziest.
Shout out CCS, bro.
Yeah, only CCS teams to win: Sacred Heart, Cathedral, and Prep, and they played week 1. So
why did they say they lost to Chico? I guess they got it.
That's wrong. Yeah.
But
Rajon Spears, man.
Yeah, I mean, I would say you and Cathedral definitely two different teams from the first time you met. I mean, do you think? I mean, this team is it's a really good team. I mean, and you guys beat them, so I respect that.
Yeah, shout out Jerry Mixon, Rajon Spears, baller. He is. There's a solid team all around. I think they really got to figure out. And shout out Kezar. It was popping last night.
Nice. And we got Marin Catholic, bro. Beat Central Valley Christian in Division 4 AA.
Marin Catholic's legit. Their only loss was to another state champion winner, McClymonds. So, I mean, they're a really solid team. Once again, Michael Ingracio, I believe. Ingracia is the name of their quarterback. Played really well all year. They've been solid.
They gotta need to play some better competition though.
Problem
Why they not play that many good teams? Like, why are they blowing out everyone?
That's their league. So like Marin, that's the only really people there. They got to schedule a better non-league, I think.
I guess.
At least they play McClymonds.
It's true.
And there's McClymonds.
McClymonds is just blowing everyone out.
McClymonds seems to win every year because they win their Oakland section every time. You know,
the Oakland section has like 2 people, and so. It's 6 schools, I believe. They should make this
NCS.
They need to merge this into another section. Oakland High School is kind of down the ditch, man. Shout out McClymonds, bro. I got respect for Clemens. I got a little soft spot for Mac.
Throw back to when Pally beat him, though.
Yeah, facts.
They're one of the craziest.
Oh, this is like the Pally logo, bro.
Yeah, it is. Also, McClymonds' only loss this year was to MA. So shout out to MA.
Yeah, shout out MA.
MA is a good team. Vanden
Vikings.
They're from Fairfield,
but they beat
a queen. They're from Fairfield. Good for them. If you ever driven to Sacramento or Davis, that's where all the traffic occurs. Fairfield, California. So, yeah.
Respect. Scripps Ranch.
All right, so
I'm a little sad about it.
This is where we get to the games that are on nationally televised. All these next 5 games are all on TV, where the Warriors and Giants play that channel. And Wilcox Scripps Ranch. I recorded this game, watched it. Wow. Scripps Ranch's QB Jax Leatherwood is a baller. 6'6", 250. I mean, he can just throw the ball. Wilcox, complete opposite, runs the ball like every play with Luther Glenn. I mean, Oliver, you literally have played them this year. It was a great game, but Scripps got it. What do you know about this Wilcox team? Like, what made Luther Glenn so powerful?
I mean, our coaches preach this to us, man. Their running backs are taught to never stop running their feet. They hit contact and they just keep running. They keep grinding their feet, and that's super tiring for a defender trying to tackle you. And eventually they just can't do it, and they run right through people. Luther Glenn, I mean, he needs to go at least D3. I mean, he's a really good player. I just don't hear much about his recruiting status. Doesn't have a 247 page, but
Really.
the man is really, really talented football player, and really the backbone is Wilcox team. I mean, he's their everything. Their punter, their kick returner, their punt returner, their running back. Even plays quarterback sometimes out of the Wildcat. Um, I mean, yeah, Luther Glen, bro, and shout out. This is a really good Wilcox team, and they got off to a rough start, losing to Valley, Benito, Pittsburgh, Gatos. They were 1-4, and then they kept winning, kept winning. They were on a huge win streak until Scripps Ranch was their fifth loss. But yeah, I mean, they're a good team. Beat us 34-16. Beat a lot of good teams. Beat SI. Uh, you know, really good team here. And yeah, but shout out Scripps Ranch.
And that SI game was so good. I mean, a lot of SI guys were saying the winner of that game was going to win the entire state section. I mean, and I kind of thought about it. I was like, all right, SI, relax. But it may have been true because I think whoever wins that game is going to beat Menlo still with SI and Wilcox. And then Manteca is the only question. Would have SI beat Manteca? I mean, we've both played SI. You played both Wilcox and SI.
Yeah.
Would they beat Manteca? I don't know. That guy on
Sure, yeah.
Manteca was a baller, but I don't think SI beat Scripps Ranch.
Yeah.
Modern Day Catholic, not the fake Modern Day versus Central Catholic. This was on Friday night. Shout out Modern Day Catholic.
Undefeated
13
season.
Chula Vista. They won. Good for them.
Modesto.
And the Modesto Raiders lost.
Alright.
NorCal second loss. But NorCal, unfortunately, lost every game down in LA.
Yeah. Where's Liberty?
They're from Bakersfield and somehow count as NorCal. So Bakersfield
Yeah, I don't know why
switches
it's
every
NorCal.
year, like NorCal, SoCal. And this is fake Sarah.
This is Sarah Gardena, but this is a really good like they got some ballers on this team.
I watched some of this game last night and it was on TV. It was a good game. I mean,
This
their
kid,
QB was a
Malik
baller.
Murphy, is a
Yeah.
beast.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, I believe he's a Texas commit. So, yeah, but this is a good game. 16-20.
Liberty had some good DBs though.
It's good.
But yeah, good. That was a good game. Okay, and then we get to the two good games. This was Friday night. This was a really solid game. Folsom and Cathedral Catholic. You know,
I haven't really heard of Cathedral Catholic going into this whole thing.
yeah, San Diego powerhouse. You know, they're the team like because LA obviously it's Modern Day, Bosco, Servite. In San Diego, it's Cathedral Catholic, and they balled out. I mean, they beat Folsom
This
really
school is
well.
crazy, bro.
Shout out, no, yeah, I know they had a huge game versus Orange Lutheran in the SoCal game to get in there, and I mean, yeah, shout out Cathedral Catholic. Derek Wu, I think, is the name of their number one receiver, baller, and they exposed Folsom a little bit, and Folsom was a really good QB. So shout out Cathedral Catholic. And the main event, I'll throw up some highlights from I don't know GSF or whatever, but Modern Day Sarah, and I watched this last night. You know, obviously, let's be real, kind of the Monarchs were going to come away with the victory, but it started all right for Sarah. You know, they had 2 first downs. Patella G played all right. Then they punted, and right away, Elijah Brown makes them pay, hitting number 18, who later
Cooper
got
Barkate, bro, committed to Harvard, bro. He's a dog.
what's his name?
Cooper Barkate.
Yeah, he got hit by Joseph Bay, and GSF was like,
Hey, but check out like this
Dude,
man's going to Harvard because of his future, but I mean he's got offers.
Oh wow, respect then. Yeah, Arizona State, Arkansas. But yeah, he burned Sione Lalea, and Sione Lalea is like the best DB in
He's a
CCS.
Notre Dame offer.
He made Sione Lalea look bad.
Yeah, he
So,
did.
this guy's gonna be a baller at Harvard. I mean, good for him.
He's good.
And 186-1, yeah, he burned him, number 18. And then Lampkin threw a pick six, fumbled, and
They had a chance at the end of the first half, though. They were on like the one.
I just said, just kick it just to get some points. And I knew they were going to get stuffed if they went for it. And that's what happened. They went to 24-0 halftime. At least they got some points. And then Joseph Bay had that hit. I'll throw that in there. It was a nice hit.
That was a nice hit.
But yeah, Modern Day showed
I-
they're way better.
Sarah's still a phenomenal team. I mean, can't take it away from them. I mean, yeah, it's just a great team. They're way better than all their competition this year. But yeah, I mean, they played the best team in the country, and that's what happens. It literally is the best team in the country.
Yeah.
If you don't believe me, here it is.
Westlake. It's them and then all the Texas teams. Westlake is really good, but I think Modern Day would beat them.
IMG really fell out. Man.
I think Sarah could compete with IMG, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, all these
There's IMG.
is MG.
But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, great year for
what's wild to me is the number 8
Barrett.
team in the country's season went 2 weeks shorter than my school, which is probably in top like 1,000. Maybe there, but still,
I mean,
it's just wild. That
yeah,
Servite
it's
team is done.
Servite's. I mean, I don't really know what they're supposed to do though, but I mean, I guess they could have just one state winner, but
Or like let the losers make state. I don't know. But I mean, I kind of like how it is, honestly. Like, you just beat Mater Dei, then Servite.
in facts.
If you
So you're
lose,
all the
you're
state
out.
winners. Yeah.
But
Shout
yeah,
out to all these
it's nice to
teams.
be one of 15 teams in California that ended their season on a win.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Can't wait to get my ring, but you have to wait till August, unfortunately. But
Oh,
yeah,
really?
like a ring ceremony or something. But yeah, all right. So that's high school football. I mean, that's a wrap up. We'll talk about some high school football in like August maybe when we talk about next year. So yeah,
Yeah.
we'll start talking about high school basketball maybe next week.
Yeah. Shut up, Pally, man. 4-1.
Facts. They beat very defensive team. They beat Woodside though. All right. See you. All right. Let's talk about some NFL for all you boys and girls out there. Let's start it off with, some takeaways here from, I don't even know what week it is at this point. Time is flying. Maybe it's week 14, 13. I don't know. But
Yeah, it's week 14.
14, yeah. So the Bengals, they played the Niners today. Obviously, that was the game I paid the most attention to. So I'll talk about that game first. I mean, I think this Niners team proved that they're definitely a playoff team today.
Yeah.
But I think both those teams are pretty even. The problem with the Niners is the cornerbacks are just awful. Yeah, I mean, Ambry Thomas was getting burnt all day by Jamar Chase. Dominique Lamore, or whatever his name is not as good. Josh Norman's the best corner, and that says something.
Yikes.
So, yeah. But Jimmy, he runs the system well as always. Doesn't make the best throws, but Kittle is just back to his old self, and he's playing amazing last 2 games. So good fun for the Niners. And this Bengals team's pretty solid. Packers are legit. I think we all knew that. Bucks are legit. And what's going on with the Bills, man?
I mean, just can't be good teams. All their wins are pretty much against. Their only one good win was the Chiefs, which is a good win. But other than that, they haven't really been any good teams. I mean, this is a team that I thought could go to the Super Bowl. But now the Pats have a 2-game lead in the AFC East. Things aren't looking good for the Bills. I mean, they only have I think like a 50%, like a 60% chance of making the playoffs now. So things are not looking good for Buffalo. I mean, they have so much talent. I'm not really sure what's going wrong over there. But they almost pulled out a huge comeback today. They were down 24-3 at half and forced overtime. So
Yeah, that is true. They made overtime. People are saying that they got robbed too by a PI call, but I mean they were down, so whatever. But yeah, I mean, let's talk a little about that Patriots game Monday. That was a very unusual game, obviously, and
yeah, I've never seen anything like that, man. Just
passed it.
passed the ball 3 times, 2 completions for 19 yards for Mac. I mean, the conditions were insane. The wind was crazy. It was snowing. People were fumbling left and right. The ball was getting just impacted by the wind a lot. The wind bailed out the Patriots, as well as hurt us. I mean, Tyler Bass missed a field goal. Damon Harris dropped a pitch because it was just so windy and it's like got away from him. I mean, yeah, it was a weird game. But Belichick, man, I was so mad watching that game. I was like, pass the ball. I was yelling at my TV. But because if we lost that game and refused to pass the ball and we're just so stubborn, I would have been furious. But we came out to win. A win's a win. And next week we play Saturday night, for some reason, in a dome in Indianapolis. So finally we'll get to pass the ball.
And we do welcome on a Pats fan right now, actually.
Yo,
do you think the Pats team's gonna make the Super Bowl?
Casey, what is this?
I didn't ask if you know what this is or not. I'm with 2 Pats fans right now, actually. And do you think you guys are gonna make the Super Bowl or not?
I got a $500 bet right on the Patriots making the Super Bowl, which I'm very confident in.
All right. So do you think Mac Jones is Rookie of the Year, or do you think he's just like a system QB?
I think he's offensive rookie of the year. Yeah, I'll give Michael Parsons rookie of the year.
Dude, Jamar Chase is better than Mac Jones.
That's
No.
false.
What has Jamar Chase done in like the last 5 weeks, bro?
He caught 2 TDs today. But yeah, Jack Cushman, before I let you go, man, what's your Super Bowl prediction? You've been kind of a boring call.
Let's go Pats Bucks. That'll be a
Yeah,
show.
That will be a
that's,
show.
that's what every Patriots fan wants.
Who would you root for?
You want to beat Brady in the Super Bowl?
Would you root for the Bucks?
What? No.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, whatever. All right, typical Pats fan. You're about to lose in fantasy too, and I'm gonna win.
All right, good luck when the Niners don't make the playoffs, Casey.
We literally beat the Bengals today, who you guys lost to.
What
We didn't play them.
No, but you lost to the Dolphins, we lost to the Bengals. So
if we don't fumble, we win. But all right.
Yeah, it's facts. If Damon Harris didn't fumble, we win that game.
all right, let's ruin this echo chamber. See ya.
Top 3 worst call of all time.
Right now, so at the start of the season, I think your Super Bowl prediction, Oliver, was Bucks, Rams, if I'm not mistaken. I know you had Rams in it.
It was those teams are both in the NFC.
Fuck, I'm an idiot.
It was Packers Chiefs,
Oh, mine
which
was
looks pretty good now.
Packers Bills, which doesn't look as good on the AFC side, but
Yeah.
still could easily happen. And also, before we stop talking about NFL, we got to quickly touch on the Chiefs. I mean, they came out of the tombstone, and they've looked amazing recently.
Yeah, I mean, we got a 3-headed tie in the AFC right now, 3-9-4 teams. Pats, Chiefs, and Titans, Pats have the tiebreaker right now, but I mean, all these teams are looking really good. I mean, Tennessee's playing pretty well without Henry, or AJ Brown, or Julio Jones. I don't know if they're back, or I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, Chiefs look really good. They routed the Raiders. I thought the Raiders were gonna keep that close. I took Raiders +10, and that did not work out. Hey, shout out the Fliff app, by the way. Hashtag not a sponsor, but great app.
Yes, sir. Navy +7 I had yesterday. Team in the NFL is either 7-6 or 6-7 right now, especially in the NFC.
Yeah, it's true. Like,
The Falcons are somehow like in
I don't know. The Falcons aren't good. Like, I don't know how they keep winning. Weird.
the Redskins.
They kind of Reds football team, Niners.
And
Also,
speaking about the football team, we have a huge announcement at the end of the episode. But yeah, that's
Also, Panthers fell off, dude.
yeah. Cam's not very good.
Remember their 3-0 start, like Super Bowl contenders. Like, nah, bro.
Oh,
I
and
knew
the
they were awesome.
Broncos, we gotta quickly acknowledge. Hold on. Yeah, quickly acknowledge rest in peace to Demaryius Thomas, of course. Very sad.
Demaryius Thomas, bro, one of my favorite wide receivers growing up. I had, even though he's on the Broncos and they were kind of rivals of ours at the time, I had a Demaryius Thomas poster right here, bro. I really like the guy. Great player, great guy. I've heard. I mean, just
Only
a great human
33.
all around. Yeah, only 33 years old. Just a super sad story. So rest in peace, Demaryius Thomas, and our condolences from Seal Sports Talk to his family and friends.
Facts. And good win for the Broncos for him today.
Yeah, that opening play was really awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out Lions for declining the penalty too.
Yeah, Dan Campbell, man of honor. All right. So there we go. NFL talk. And NFL is getting good, no school for the next 3 NFL Sundays.
Oh, dude.
So I will enjoy those 3 Sundays in peace without any homework, because this is finals week for us too. So we're doing this for you guys. So
Yeah, I should be studying right now, but we're cranking this out. And thank you guys once again for tuning in to Seal Sports Talk. This was episode 44. Again, thank you for blowing up our last video. It's pretty cool for us to see. Let's do it again. Let's get 10 likes on this video. Yeah, Casey, you got something to say?
yeah, well, first of all, shout out to guest callers today, Jack Harrell and Jack Cushman, 2 Jacks actually.
Jax, yeah.
I think they're both new to the call. I think Jack Harrell's on once, but yeah,
Yeah.
like 15 weeks ago when we beat Cathedral. But yeah, and another thing is it's Friday night before our game. Alex Smith, former QB of Utah, the Niners, Chiefs, and the football team came and talked to our team, gave us some words of wisdom. And I asked him to come on the show, of course, Networking 101. And he said he would in the new year sometime this winter. So get excited for that. That would be one of the biggest events. I mean, CS Sports Talk history, to be honest. So
Yeah,
that
stay
would be
tuned. I
awesome.
mean, this would be the biggest special guest by far.
He's not a random person. This guy was the first overall pick. So that would be awesome. And he said he would. I shot him an email. Still waiting for a response, but I assume he will. And I'll be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think Hakeem Ballas is probably pretty mad. He's not gonna be the first former NFL player on, but that's what you get, Hakeem. We got hard feelings right over here.
Yeah.
All right.
Screw that guy. All right. See you, everyone.
See you guys.